Today we're diving into the concept of load flex, which basically means shifting on-site demand to optimize cash flows. We'll use a wastewater treatment plant as our example. This plant has two main loads. One is a balance of system plant that operates on a fixed schedule and can't be shifted. The other load is a pumping plant, which includes some of the aeration pumps and can be adjusted. Additionally, the site already has a 1 megawatt solar installation. Before we talk about how to alter the load schedule, it's crucial to understand the current load. The pumping plant runs in 4-hour blocks, peaking at 500 kilowatts and dropping to 250 kilowatts, using around 9 megawatt hours of electricity daily. The idea here is to shift the load so that it no longer follows a rigid schedule, but instead distributes the same energy requirements throughout the day based on price signals and maximizes the use of on-site solar. To achieve this, we create a schedule to shift the load. We identify the total energy required to be shifted and the maximum power that can be used by this shifted load. The schedule below specifies the percentage of maximum power allowed during each interval. We'll keep the schedule consistent throughout the year since the load doesn't vary weekly or seasonally. Of course, this can be adjusted based on the specific needs of your project. Now let's go back to our site designer. We'll add a new asset called flexible load and attach the schedule we just created. Then we'll examine the participants and value flows to see how the flexible load considers various tariffs to optimize savings for the plant owner. The plant owner pays for a retail contract and network charges, both of which have time of use elements, where electricity costs more at certain times. Network charges also include demand charges, which increase significantly if demand exceeds a certain threshold. The optimization process will adjust the original load to avoid these high prices, while ensuring the site's energy needs are met. In practice, this might mean turning more pumps on during the middle of the day when the network charges are low and the sunlight is abundant, and then turning them off when the sun's irradiance drops and network charges rise. Let's look at a typical week in July to see how this works. Without load flex, the grid dependence is only impacted by solar generation. But with load flex, 3 key things happen. 1. Maximum demand is limited wherever possible to avoid high demand charges. 2. Load flexes down during peak network periods on weekdays, but not so much on weekends when these charges don't apply. 3. The load flexes up when there's excess solar energy. So instead of exporting all that electricity, it's used on-site, resulting in greater savings. In terms of cash flows, this results in approximately 31% savings per year. Not bad given how the relative capex of such an upgrade would be very low. Instead of buying more assets at a high cost, Gridcog can help you optimize the behavior of the assets that you already have, saving you money and putting less stress on the grid.